The Florida Everglades looks calm. Flat water, open space, endless green. But that's exactly what makes it dangerous, because once you step inside, you lose direction almost immediately. And out here, it's not just about getting lost. It's about everything else that comes with it. Heat, dehydration, predators, and an environment that doesn't give second chances. So what actually happens if you get lost in the Everglades? And more importantly, how do you make it out? Let's break it down. The Everglades isn't a swamp in the traditional sense. It's actually a slow-moving river, about 60 miles wide in some areas, flowing south from Lake Okeechobee. That's why it's often called the River of Grass. And that grass? It's your first problem. Sawgrass can grow over 10 feet tall, with sharp edges that can cut skin on contact. Once you're inside it, everything looks the same. No landmarks, no elevation changes, no clear direction. Which means if you're not careful, you can walk in circles for hours without realizing it. Now let's talk about wildlife. Because the Everglades is one of the only places in the world where two apex predators live side by side, the American alligator and the American crocodile. Alligators prefer freshwater. Crocodiles prefer saltier coastal areas. But here, their territories overlap. That alone makes this ecosystem unique. And then there's the wild card, the Burmese python, an invasive species that has rapidly spread through South Florida. These snakes can grow over 15 feet long and have no natural predators in the region. They don't chase, they don't warn, they simply wait. Here's what most people get wrong. The biggest danger in the Everglades isn't the animals, it's the environment. Temperatures regularly climb into the 90s. Humidity stays extremely high, which means your body can't cool itself efficiently. That leads to dehydration, faster than most people expect. And here's the problem. You're surrounded by water, but you can't drink it. Untreated swamp water contains bacteria, parasites, and contaminants that can make you seriously sick. So you're stuck in a situation where water is everywhere, but none of it is safe. Most survival situations don't start with a major mistake. They start small. A wrong turn, a missed marker, a decision to keep moving instead of stopping. And in the Everglades, those small mistakes stack up quickly. Because once you lose your sense of direction, everything starts to feel the same. People often think they're moving forward when they're actually looping back. And by the time they realize something's wrong, they've already gone too far. So what would you actually do if this happened? First, stop moving. It sounds simple, but continuing in the wrong direction is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Next, find higher ground if possible. Even small elevation changes can help you stay drier and more visible. Then, focus on water. Not drinking it directly, but collecting and purifying it. And finally, make yourself visible. Bright clothing, reflective surfaces, or signals can dramatically increase your chances of being found. Because in most cases, rescue depends on being seen. The Everglades is one of the most unique ecosystems in the world. It's beautiful, it's complex, and it's incredibly important. But it's also a place that requires preparation and respect. Because once you step into an environment like this, you're no longer in control. Nature is. And understanding that is the first step to making it out safely.